Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and today we're going to dive into our next 4 weeks by starting to pull some symbols first. But I would like to remind you, if you haven't already, don't forget to give some love. Go ahead, hit the like button, and the subscribe is a free way to be here. You can also hit the bell so you never miss a video. Anchor and the stork. These are very significant symbols. 17 multiplied by 2 makes 35, guys. I feel like here, Anchor came for Gemini. If you have Gemini in your chart, these readings are intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So you can go ahead and check that one because it just came forth in the same place, but this is different. Stork can symbolize migration because they're flying away here. Some of you might be planning to go somewhere else outside your comfort zone during this time. It seems like the doors are opening. You're going to start to head a new direction. And the thing is, when you get there, it's not going to be like a flimsy idea. It's going to be something that when you get there, it's going to be forever. It's going to be somewhere that maybe somewhere or something that you are changing direction, which is going to be permanent, okay? The decision will be permanent. Stork, best part of the stork here is she's not alone. She has 2 more companions with her. So it's something probably you're going to have support, soul family, friends. Some people are going to be behind you and supporting you. This can even be indicative of a change of mind about a certain subject. So we can change our minds anytime we want. We don't have to stick with something that doesn't work because we made a decision one time and now we are regretting it. Okay, I feel like this can be for some of you that kind of a situation because you made a promise. Maybe you promised someone that I'm going to anchor here forever, but it's not working anymore. The weather is not nice for you. That's what the storks do. They migrate when the weather is not nice for them anymore. Maybe it's rotting your what do you call it, the iron. The iron doesn't rot though, it just gets rust. Maybe it's rusting your iron, you're rusting your anchor, and you realize, okay, you don't belong in that space anymore. So it seems like here you're going to make a bright decision, and you're not going to be alone in this decision. You're going to have some, maybe even some of the storks that you have around you are already taking their leave. That's going to be a sign, okay? We have here a mountain. Because you showed up as a stork, I feel like this is not going to be a big of a deal. When you make the decision to pull the anchor and go to somewhere new, it can be, maybe it's a different distance this time, or different, you're not going to take the sea, you're going to take the mountain road here. Either way though, because you showed up as a stork, it doesn't matter to you because you can fly, okay? As an air sign, Aquarius, yes, exactly, you can fly. It's about thought migration first. So when you plan it out good, this is going to be a higher place and a higher ground that's going to maybe even separate you. Or this is going to be a place like in a better, like think of it in like an apartment building that you're living, and you're so close to the street and you're always hearing these fights and the sounds and all that stuff, which is a vibrationally feeling low level, like feeling angry, frustrated, fearful. And it seems like you're rising to the top of the mountain, basically to a higher level, which is enlightenment, joy, happiness is waiting for you there. Okay, so take that. We have a dog right here. Not only 2 storks going before you, you also have someone loyal waiting for you. This can also be healing of a relationship here too, guys, okay? Let's dive into your coffee cup and see. I see many tears of joy popping, especially the 2nd week. So the anchor might be you're lifting the anchor off within the 2nd week. Some of you might be even taking a cruise, guys, okay? I see here there is... the head looks like kind of like a crow to me. Crow, always a good sign for you because like I said, you're an air sign. This can be representing someone who's really smart and you're going to make a smart decision, which is forming a crescent moon here. Crescent moon also can indicate a legal accomplishment. It can be a contract you're going to sign that you're going to benefit immensely. It can be, or maybe it's something you have already did, but now you want to break free from it. It can be a lease that you're breaking, but it seems like it's not going to end up in a bad way here. But the thing is, always, of course, because I'm catching in the comments now. They're asking me, are you an expert to talk about that? No, I'm not an expert of anything. And if you can read my description box, you can see these are all for entertainment purposes. So it seems like you're going to advise, because I see here, you see those little lines? These are communication lines. That also, I want to state that you are communicating with others before you make the decision, and maybe coming up with, I told you there are other people involved, I'm seeing here. So this is not about expertise. These are about interpreting the symbols that I see here. So it's open to your interpretation as well. So I always give the freedom, because these are shapes that I'm seeing. You might be seeing a different shape. Comment down below so we can reinterpret it together. We see here a wise man wearing a cloak with a mustache. He maybe even white hair, wearing a hat here, leaning towards you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit, the dog is right there. Dog can be your energy, guys, finding where you're feeling home, with feeling comfortable, or this can be someone loyal to you, maybe opposing to an authority coming towards you. But before you get to that point, I see phone lines forming. You're connecting with somebody, okay? You're connecting with this authority, and then this authority shows up with a smile on their face. I feel here maybe you are thinking someone is not going to be on your side or supporting you, and you might have the hesitation and an empty mind of how things are going to go, meaning you don't know how it's going to work out. But the thing is, again, you're lining your points up. It can be maybe taking notes of the things you want to talk to this person, calling them, and then they're showing up. When they call, after you call them, they might be showing up, and maybe this dog is the person that required convincing. Maybe with their explanation, they're convincing them. This can be about like maybe changing jobs, making a decision, moving somewhere, like any kind of like a life experience, the decision that you're going to make. Seems like there's an authority who can really change the course of things, okay? But the thing is, this authority has a hat, has a cloak, meaning they know what they're talking about. Hat can symbolize an expertise. Cloak can symbolize experience, okay? And after that, I see here there's a clean paper coming forward. And the clean paper, clarity about maybe a subject here, or it can be a contract coming forward. And another thing I see here, there's also the bird again right there, but the bird is also wearing a cloak, right? Like this one also looks like a crow to me, a white crow. Crows are really smart, guys. They can be trained, and they're sentient beings. Like I think all animals are. Even it's a little bug, I feel like they have feelings. But the thing is, this one is someone smart, and maybe someone who is tricky you're dealing with towards the end of the second week they're showing up in your life, that this person might require some convincing, or if this is something that you're trying to get out, you need to really give them like a clear, crystal cut answers, like with honesty, okay? I see that there's an angel showing up here for you, and if you are actually thinking it's going to be so hard to convince this person, or it's so hard to get approval from, this can be an institution, entity, it seems like there's angelic help there, but you need to first make your mind up and be clear about what you desire, how you're going to move forward, okay? Another thing here, which like I see in the comment, I just angered me. I don't know why, because I said like empathy, what empathy is. And the comment is like, how do you know what empathy is? I mean, why don't you know what empathy is? Isn't that strange? A person doesn't know and asks my credentials to like what empathy is. I mean, anyways, that was so strange. It just angered me. Like, and then these people are in the society, and then we're hearing in the news how like crazy things people are doing to each other because they don't know what empathy is. They're looking for credentials to understand how do I know empathy is, for God's sake. Anyways, I see here, when I said that, I see someone here angry with a long nose, as you can see. Yeah, this is for some of you are choosing what you want, what you desire, your authentic heart's desire. The angelic help is coming in, and there's someone going to be against it. Okay, so we're gonna see, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards, we're gonna see it in there. Someone might not be happy when you do what you want to do. Okay, so it's crucial that you do not really, like, you're actually very thin in front of this person. Thin meaning they might have some sort of power over you, or advantage over you. That's why instead of just fighting with them, there's even like a higher way opening up here, that you take that higher road. The higher road meaning that it doesn't mean that you go around them or you say yes to them. It means that there's a different pathway that you can follow. Okay, because sometimes, like me, I'm trying to be always positive with everyone in the comments. Even if I see something negative, I try to respond positively, because I don't like to see criticism. I like to see questions. I don't like to see things as criticism. Okay, but today I woke up and I chose violence, basically. That's why I feel like, what do you think? What are you saying? So maybe violence in the sense of it's not really attacking anyone. Okay, it's not even Aquarius video that I saw this, but I feel like something comes to me right before I record the video. It is reflected in the collective energy of the zodiac. Okay, so I feel that's why I feel maybe you're trying to do something and you want to uproot yourself and go to somewhere new, or you want to do some things differently. There's somebody against it. Okay, and that's like your first sign, meaning there's change happening in your life. That's your first sign that you're really changing your course. Okay, because first there's going to be a wave coming in and try to knock you out, but knock you down, or maybe break your boat, whatever it is that you take as a metaphor. But it seems like here, when you just go around it, there's another authority. You can see here, like someone with a beard and a hat, and they have the hat is the fish hat. So someone with real authority, real money. Fish can symbolize money, resources, like represents those things. And this seems like here, this person is going to be here and to support you. Okay, so instead of maybe expecting one person to, oh, this is going to be the only one that's going to be helping me, and they're being hard, they're just giving me hardship. No, you're going to go jump over them, and you're just going to go to the second one. You're going to go to another option available here. When you make the decision that I'm going to do my heart desire, I'm going to do what my heart's desire, it seems like there's another option available to you, and it's hidden behind this veil. And when you get to that, this kind of reminds me, back in the day, there was this series on TV called A-Team, and there was this guy, I forgot his name. I forgot all of their names. I think Eric was the guy with the white hair. Not sure, making him up. But the guy with the beard, and he wore all these like gold chains and stuff. I see him here, and he was the most expressive one. He was the most, like, you can see his character from the way he's dressing, okay? The way he was expressing himself. And I feel like here, this is someone that is really aligning with you in this next 4 weeks timeline, okay? Within the third week especially, they're showing up here. Maybe even putting you on a rocket ship and like helping you get to where you want to go. Rocket ship, take it in the sense of, I told you that you're raising to the higher levels of here vibration, or like feeling good, feeling empowered. And it seems like this person is going to be there to support you get to there. And when you get there, you see number 7 here, very clear. We have another number 7 fall down. 7 can indicate knowledge, also wisdom, reflection, and spiritual growth. And another thing here is, after the 7, this kind of looks like a signature. And we have someone smiling, which can be you right there. So you're going to also maybe gain some knowledge through this experience that will really enlighten, okay, how things can be easily actually obtained on your end. Like, get to the mountaintop so easily. You don't have to really climb it. You can maybe get, like, as the stork here, you can use your wings and get there really quickly. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. This is something real quickly coming, guys. So quickly, I see here. Yes. There's a circle around you. This is your energy field is protected, but there's also expansion happening. You see all these little shapes, kind of looks like knives to me, like little knife shapes. So knives can symbolize here like the jabs, that like you are really changing something and going against the grain this time. And this doesn't have to be something in a sense of doing something like massive scale. It can be the simplest thing. Maybe you're changing your diet and you're not eating the things your family is usually cooking because it's not good for you. You don't feel good about it. This is an example I'm giving, guys, okay? Or you don't feel good about eating, for example, in my family, bread is the main thing. We eat bread all the time. And when I first decided to say, you know what, I'm not going to eat bread anymore. Oh, there was like, how can you not eat bread anymore? Such a massive like uproar in the family I got. But now they got used to it. Like I eat it whenever I want to. I don't need to eat the full loaf of bread every time I sit down on dinner for dinner. Okay, so it's like that small decision, but it's going to be like it's going to create such a propulsion for you to get to the mountaintop, which is where you belong. It's just a heart's desire, okay? It can be within this next 4 weeks, the decisions that you're going to be making affecting the outcome here. Let's pull your tarot and see what that is going to show us. Do we have anyone that is against you? Or maybe it's your mind. Sometimes our mind can also sabotage us, wants to keep us in the stable, safe place that we think that we're in. We have here Angel of Alchemy. This is number 14. Again, a bird, guys. Swan. And this is Temperance. Basically, Temperance is giving you the signal that, yes, you are in the water. You're going to rise up. You're going to migrate. But the thing is, you need to, while you're doing all this stuff, you need to do it with balance. Okay, I told you that you're going to climb to the top of the mountain, and you can do it gradually, like the bread analogy that I said, like the example. Like you don't have to, you can cut it off a little bit, you can add a little bit more, or if you are planning to do something, you can start researching with before jumping with both feet. It's like actually moderation, okay? Doing things in moderation rather than with propulsion. I said there's a rocket ship. The third week especially, the rocket ship shows up, which is going to carry you to the top of the mountain, but it doesn't start that way, okay? We have Sagittarius energy here. Llama, seeker of fossils. This is Knight of Pentacles. Basically, this is telling you to plant your seeds very carefully, and mental seeds and spiritual and physical seeds at the same time, because whatever that you plant in your mind, it's going to grow. And if you ever listen to The Strangest Secret from Earl Nightingale, he actually mentions there, human mind is like a fertile soil, and fertile soil doesn't differentiate whatever you plant in there. You can plant corn, you get plenty of corn. You can plant nightshade, which is a deadly poison. You can get plenty of those as well. And basically here, as the Knight of Fossils, Knight of Pentacles, this is telling you, do it slowly, Temperance, do it slowly, but plant the seeds that you want to grow. It can be the seeds of prosperity, abundance, love. Maybe you want a relationship, and instead of just thinking I wouldn't ever find someone that I want, to start to think I would like this kind of something, a behavior, or like maybe if this is a house that you're imagining, okay, I would like this kind of a house, this kind of a room, this kind of a property, whatever it is that you're wanting, okay? Another thing we have here is Eight of Fossils, and also go out there and research. This can also be using everything that you already know. This can be material success. Some of you might be achieving material success, material growth with the things that you already available, the resources available to you. But also this can symbolize not really staying stagnant, but also taking maybe extra course or extra class to expand your knowledge about the subject you are actually working on, okay? It can be money issues, material issues, but also some of you, maybe if you're teaching and if you want to expand on your teaching, if you want to teach more people, start maybe a YouTube channel and put your teaching on there. It can indicate maybe you need to research a little bit in the new field you're stepping into, okay? We have here again fossils, guys. This is very good. This is all Pentacles energy. Some of you might be manifesting material things, okay? So that's why it's important to like first be research. Like you're starting as a knight, then the page comes in. Page of Pentacles is someone clever, and acting cleverly is important here. And following your fascination is the key, okay? Key guidance on this one too. Fascination, okay. Learn as much as you can about the subject you're actually going to work on, and then follow your fascination. This also symbolizes you are very skillful, and when the time comes to make your dreams come true, you need to use those skills, okay? Let's pull your oracles now. If you made it so far, please do comment down below. Let me know how you're enjoying these readings. I know this was a little rant here, but, you know, I'm a human being. That's the thing. People don't understand it. They think I'm a machine. Happy. This is about focusing on the positive stuff, guys. No matter what comes your way, it seems like there's something always working on the background energy. And when you keep focusing on the positive, where you want to end up, you will receive. This is not toxic positivity. I don't mean it by that. If you or get angry at someone, this is human condition. You can, but reverting back from that is also under your control, okay? We have building blocks. Exactly. Some of you are building something massive right now, and or maybe you're in the energy of building, and if you are not thinking productively, you need to focus on more of the productive ideas, because they're going to start building something that you're desiring, or maybe whatever that you're building right now. Those are depending on like how you're actually participating, anticipating it, okay? We have a yang energy. When the time comes, you need to take the action. Yang is a healthy action. It's the masculine side of us, but a healthy action, like the Temperance comes here, like one step at a time. It's not like jumping off the cliff. When you do that, it can be hurtful. That's why just being very in a balanced way, taking the right action. We have the Fates here, so there's some things unseen working for you as well. You don't have to see everything, how it's going to play out. You just go with your highest joy, follow your magic and bliss, and you will end up in the right place, because there's some fairies of love actually working behind the things, okay, behind the scenes. Let's see which planet wants to come to you. We have Neptune. Let me see. We have the Neptune here. Neptune's is about dreams, intuition, spirituality, guys. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential illusions. Beware of the illusions, but also you can, maybe within the next 4 weeks, maybe explore if there's some dreams that you want them to come true. If your intuition can guide you towards it, okay? Try to tap into those, all right? Let's pull your final message now. We have forgive. May you let it be. It's coming to me as well, even though I don't have Aquarius on my chart, but still. So no matter what comes your way, they're always actually reflecting something back to you. And maybe it's about understanding that everybody's coming from their own, direction, own knowing, knowledge. And maybe if someone has been questioned all their life longs with a judgment, they will do the same behavior towards you as well. So like that happened to me. So it doesn't mean that you are a bad person. They're probably coming from where they're coming from on that point, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.